Welcome back to Life in Gambray. Today's a little kind of dark and gloomy day, and it is starting to rain. But one of the nice things about living in the country, and also not so nice things, is it gets pretty cold here. Winters are pretty shitty, to be honest. So, like many people, I have to heat my house. There's tons of ways to heat your house: electric, oil, propane, wood. So every summer and fall, I have to prepare my wood for the season. You can either cut it yourself or buy it in 8-foot lengths like I have down here, or blocked and split like I have here. This isn't even close to, this would be like 1/5, 1/6 of the wood I need, so I've got some work ahead of me. But I just figured I'd show you guys kind of what this looks like. I have to move some of this wood into the basement. It's starting to rain, which I should have done this about an hour ago before the rain started, but here we are. I put it off, and then when I went to go do it, I realized my mic was dead. I also want to make sure that this is actually recording, and it looks like we're good. Perfect. So, I have to open my hatch. This goes into my basement, and we'll start firing in some wood. The not so glamorous part of living in the country. I usually burn between 6 and 8 cord of wood, which I actually can't even remember the measurements of that, like how you define a cord, but it's like a trailer load. Now, I kind of have some stuff in the way down there, but we're going to just go ahead with it anyway. You'll notice, I have some very dry cedar kind of offcuts. There's a mill like up the road where they make cedar shingles or cedar shakes just like this. And this is kind of all the offcuts, which are great for starting a fire. Because if you run out of kindling throughout the winter, it is annoying to have to make your own. You're down there splitting tiny little blocks into little slivers that are going to light really easy. And I'm just noticing, so I have some stuff in the way down there that I'm definitely going to hit at some point. And I don't want to, because it's my ping pong table that I've had for probably 20 years. So I'd like to not destroy that. So after I throw a bit of this in, I'll probably head down, show you guys what else I've got down in my basement and kind of what the rest of the process looks like. My basement's an absolute disaster, so I'm not going to show you too much of it. Although I do have a full kind of house tour video coming out in the next week or so, we'll say. I think like for the first month or two of this channel, I'll probably just try and get a video up like once a week, maybe more if possible. But during the winter, I will have more time, so I'll be able to make more content at home. I won't feel as pressured. Like when I'm working full time, it kind of sucks. If I'm tired or if I want to just come home and game, then I don't really have as much time to make content and edit it. Although right now, my iPhone's like really good quality, it feels like, so I don't even really have to edit. I can just straight upload as long as I don't mess anything up. Although I will have to edit this one because I'm going to walk inside, or I could leave it running and just cut it. That's what we'll do. I'm going to walk inside, walk to the basement, and kind of check out the basement setup and what I have to do in terms of packing and storing my wood. As a kid, when I was younger, we used to cut and block all our own wood. I have woodland, like, you can't quite see it, but it's just probably 500 meters up the road. I have 17 acres of woodland that I can start kind of harvesting wood off of. I just didn't get around to it, which is kind of shitty because wood's really expensive now. On the flip side, though, you need to spend a lot of time cutting it, seasoning it, blocking it, transporting it. So there are expenses involved. It's almost just as easy for me to buy it. It cost me probably around $1,400, plus then I have to block it and split it myself. I buy it in those 8-foot lengths, and then I have my chainsaw and I kind of process it down to the size I want, which I'm sure I'll show at some point. My chainsaw is kind of acting up right now, or was at the end of last season, so I haven't done anything to fix it yet. So I assume it's just as it's just as bad as last year, so I haven't tried it yet. It was kind of like idling really fast, so when I would set it down, the chain would still be spinning unless I put the chain brake on, which is not supposed to happen. When it's kind of idling, it's supposed to be moving really slow and not actually moving the chain, but mine does, so a bit of a hazard. And just means, I think it's just like something wrong with my throttle cable, like it's kind of idle set point is set too high, but I don't know enough about them to take it apart myself and look. I'd rather have it done properly and not ruin my chainsaw. So we'll throw a bit more of these in, and then we'll go downstairs and give you a quick scan of that, because this is probably only 20 minutes of work, honestly. But it's not supposed to rain bad today, so I don't really care if it gets a bit wet. Wood is seasoned for like about a year, minimal is what you'd like, to dry out after it's, you know, felled and blocked and split. Or felled and blocked anyway, not split. The longer the better, really. Stuff that's been seasoned for 2 years is like dry as sin and will burn great. So that's kind of what you want. You don't want green, wet wood in your basement, shitty to burn, and bringing moisture in your house. I do have a dehumidifier on in my basement just in case, but all right, I want to get a bit of this kindling in. I can carry that stuff in, but this is actually incredible that I got this. I used to just get like a fish pan or two and then make my own, and it was so brutal and annoying, but this stuff will fucking light up like a Christmas tree. So I'm very fortunate to get that, and for free is like really fucking lucky, because they sell bundles of this at like gas stations and just kind of random convenience stores for like $5 a bundle, which is a scam. But this, to get it for free, is just, I'm super lucky, and it's legit like 20 seconds up the road. So I might go get another truckload at some point. I don't think he'll care either. You never know though, he's kind of a crazy dude. So sometimes he's nice about stuff, and then other times he's not so nice. So yeah, this is kind of the standard operating procedure of prepping wood, loading wood, storing wood, whatever you want to call it. Just a bit about it, I guess. Hardwood is what we burn in your house. I don't really know 100% why. I know it's obviously denser, burns better, burns hotter, burns longer, so it makes sense to use it. But on top of that, I do believe green softwood has some kind of either mineral or nutrient in it that as you burn it, you get more, I can't remember what the buildup is, but in your chimney, or in your flue stack, whatever you want to call it. So if you do that for years and get a lot of buildup, and don't clean it, you can get chimney fires, which, as they sound, are not ideal. But I only burn hardwood. You can mix in some softwood to save some money, but I think in the long run, it doesn't burn as good, so you're just burning more of a cheaper wood, so kind of 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. But that's good enough for now. Now also, I'll show you what else I got from this guy. I got some sweet, I don't know, medallions or cutoffs, I don't know what you call them, but like, so I think I'm just gonna put like triangle legs on this and make it like a nightstand. I'll sand it down and clear coat it, or maybe even stain it and see how it turns out. But pretty cool. Just honestly a simple offcut of wood, but I like it. All right, let's head inside. Motion detected at your side door. Say it is. 1 second. Okay, we'll go inside, and like I said, I'm not gonna do, you know what, I'll walk you right in. I'm not gonna do a full house tour though, because my house is dirty right now. Fucking spiders are so crazy. They're everywhere. Oh. We keep our shoes on. It's also gonna be super dark and dingy down here, so the lighting's probably gonna be hot garbage. Down to the basement. My dehumidifier's full, so we gotta empty that. Little card, games table, whatever you want to call it. This basement is so fucking congested. But yeah, so this is kind of the corner where I store everything. Right now, I have, that's the hatch I was throwing in. There's my ping pong table. I have a weight bench, squat rack, what do you want to call it, an actual weight bench I made, some plates, and another adjustable weight bench for incline, flat, the whole nine. But I'll come over to the corner where I was throwing in. So you can see across where that little small row is and the sidewall. I will bring that this way. I'll start stacking this way, probably about 6 or 7 rows deep there. About 6 feet tall would be probably as I build. So right there's the first row. There'll be 5 more rows closer to me. I'll build that row up. I will build this row up. So from this brown post to this brown post, I will fill in as well, 6 feet high. And actually I'll probably come to about here with wood. And hopefully I can get my 6 cord or so in that amount. And then once that's done, I would actually like to set up my gym area in this corner. I'll have my squat rack, my bench. I'll probably put a dip bar, maybe a pull-up bar, and a few dumbbells, and a yoga mat. And I think that's like honestly all I'll need, because I'd like to get back into exercising a bit. And at the very least, I'd like to have, I also don't know how this is going to look. I'm just kind of winging it. I'd like to have just a few things set up and just, start getting back to like half an hour, 45-minute workouts a day. Because I have not worked out in, coming on 2 years, which is not good. But that is kind of where I was at. I wasn't allowed to work out. I had some stuff going on, but we are clear of that. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to it. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is kind of how phase 1 or phase 2, I guess. Phase 1 would have been getting the wood. How I prepare for winter here in rural Canada, rural PEI for that matter. We get pretty brutal winters. So as I get more wood in here, I'll update you guys and kind of show you what went on and how much we've got done. But that's it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Just kind of a little sneak peek into how we prep for winter here. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you watched this long, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye. Oh, I lost my little button.